In this video, I'm going to tell you all sorts of stuff about two recipe pages. So, you probably are used to putting one recipe on a page. We do have a layout. I'll show you. If you click recipe page, we have a couple of options here. These two right here. You have a two recipe page, and then you have a large recipe top and small recipe on the bottom. So let's say you have a pasta recipe, and at the bottom you want to put like the sauce recipe on the very bottom, and it's pretty short. That's typically what that's used for. I'm going to use the two recipe page today, just the normal one that breaks in the middle. I'm going to show you how it works, how you would rearrange the recipes on the page, and how you would go about alphabetizing these. It's a little bit tricky, so I'll try to give you some tips and tricks. So let's go ahead. I'm going to say the two recipe page. Now, this is where it gets fun. So if you see, when I have a one recipe page, I only have a recipe tab. I have one recipe tab, here it is. Now, when I switch to the two recipe page, I get a first recipe and a second recipe tab. In the first recipe, I'm going to go ahead and say crunchy cupcakes. Put that there. Then I click the second recipe tab and I'm going to search for my royal icing recipe. Perfect. Now they both fit on the page just fine. Save. And there they are. Now, I actually would like to put, once I put it on the page, I'm like, oh no, I want to put my royal icing recipe on top of the crunchy cupcakes. It only makes sense because my cookies that have royal icing on them, that recipe comes first. So now I want to put my royal icing recipe on the very top. So what I do is I click Edit, I go to the first recipe tab, and where it says existing recipe, I make sure that's selected, and in the search bar I'm going to search for royal icing. Now it's crossed out because it's on the same page already, and it's telling me my recipe is already in my cookbook, and that's okay. I can click that. It'll take this one away. I blanked it out. So now my royal icing's on the top. Then I'm going to go ahead and search for the second recipe, which was crunchy cupcakes. And again, it's telling me, hey, this is already in your cookbook because I haven't clicked save yet, so it hasn't registered that we've removed this, and that's okay. We click the recipe anyway. It says, are you sure you want to remove this from the other page and use it here? Yes. Now if you see, it has royal icing on top, crunchy cupcakes on the bottom. We click save, and ta-da! Now your royal icing's on the top and your crunchy cupcakes are on the bottom. Perfect. So, in the next video, you'll see I'm going to put this, hopefully you've clicked on this in the Help Center article, but in the next video I'm going to show you how to alphabetize these, because that is a little bit tricky. So stick around, watch the next video, and I'll show you how.